Welcome to my Passion Travel channel, the channel specializing in street food and travel. Fouti, grilled or fried spicy meat skewers. Fouti is a traditional dish in Guinea that involves skewered and grilled meat. It's a popular street food and a flavorful option enjoyed by many. Here's a simple recipe for making fouti. Ingredients: 1 to 1.5 pounds of your preferred meat, chicken, beef, lamb, or a mix. Cut into bite-sized pieces. 1 large onion, finely chopped 2. 3 cloves of garlic. Minced 1 teaspoon ground. Ginger. 1 teaspoon ground cayenne pepper. Adjust according to your spice preference. 1 teaspoon ground paprika salt and pepper. To taste, 2 tablespoons vegetable oil skewers, wooden or metal. Soaked if using wooden ones. Instructions: prepare the marinade. In a bowl, combine chopped onions, minced garlic, ground ginger, ground cayenne pepper, ground paprika, salt, pepper, and vegetable oil. Mix the ingredients well to form a consistent marinade. Marinate the meat. Place the meat pieces in a large bowl. Pour the marinade over the meat and ensure that each piece is well coated. Cover the bowl and let the meat marinate for at least 2 hours, or preferably overnight in the refrigerator. This allows the flavors to penetrate the meat. Skewering: preheat your grill or barbecue. Thread the marinated meat onto the skewers, making sure to leave a little space between each piece for even cooking. Grilling: grill the skewers over medium-high heat, turning them occasionally to ensure even cooking. Baste the meat with any remaining marinade or additional oil during the grilling process to keep it moist and flavorful. Cook until the meat is well browned and cooked through. The cooking time may vary depending on the type of meat and the size of the pieces. Serve. Once the meat is cooked, remove the skewers from the grill. Serve the fouti hot with your favorite side dishes: grilled fish. Fresh fish seasoned and grilled to perfection. Grilled fish is a delicious and healthy dish that's enjoyed in many parts of the world, including Guinea. Here's a simple recipe for preparing grilled fish. Ingredients: whole fish, such as tilapia, snapper, or sea bass. Cleaned and scaled 2 tablespoons olive oil. 2 tablespoons fresh lemon juice, 2 cloves garlic, minced 1 teaspoon paprika, 1 teaspoon ground cumin salt and black pepper to taste fresh herbs, such as parsley or cilantro. For garnish lemon wedges for serving instructions. Prepare the marinade. In a bowl, mix together olive oil, fresh lemon juice, minced garlic, paprika, ground cumin, salt, and black pepper. This will be your marinade for the fish. Prepare the fish. Make sure the fish is cleaned and scaled. You can also make a few diagonal cuts on both sides of the fish, which helps the marinade penetrate and the fish to cook more evenly. Pat the fish dry with paper towels. Marinate the fish. Rub the marinade over the fish, both inside and outside. Make sure to get the marinade into the cuts on the fish. Allow the fish to marinate for at least 30 minutes to an hour. You can refrigerate it during this time. Preheat the grill. Preheat your grill to medium-high heat. Grilling: lightly oil the grill grates to prevent the fish from sticking. Place the marinated fish on the preheated grill and cook for about 5-7 minutes per side, or until the fish is cooked through and has a nice char. The cooking time will depend on the size and thickness of the fish. You can check for doneness by gently inserting a fork into the thickest part of the fish. The flesh should flake easily. Serve. Carefully transfer the grilled fish to a serving platter. Garnish with fresh herbs, such as parsley or cilantro. Serve the grilled fish with lemon wedges on the side. Mafé, a peanut stew with meat, usually chicken or beef. Mafé, also known as groundnut stew, is a flavorful and hearty West African dish made with peanuts, groundnuts, meat, such as chicken or beef, and a variety of vegetables. Here's a basic recipe for preparing mafé. Ingredients: 1 to 1.5 pounds of chicken or beef, cut into bite-sized pieces. 1 cup unsweetened peanut butter. 1 large onion, finely chopped 3 cloves garlic, minced 1 teaspoon ground, ginger 1 teaspoon ground, cayenne pepper. Adjust according to your spice preference. 1 can, 14 ounces, diced tomatoes. Undrained 4 cups. Chicken or beef broth. 2 medium sweet potatoes, peeled and cut into chunks. 2 large carrots, peeled and sliced. 1 medium eggplant, cut into chunks. Salt and pepper to taste, cooking oil. Instructions: brown the meat. In a large pot, heat a bit of cooking oil over medium heat. Brown the chicken or beef pieces in the pot until they are well seared on all sides. Remove the meat from the pot and set it aside. Sauté the aromatics. In the same pot, add a bit more oil if needed. Sauté the chopped onions until they are translucent. Add minced garlic and ground ginger and cook for another minute until fragrant. Prepare the stew. Return the browned meat to the pot. Stir in the peanut butter until it's well combined with the meat and aromatics. Add the diced tomatoes with their juice and mix well. Pour in the chicken or beef broth, ensuring that everything is well incorporated. Cooking. Bring the mixture to a boil, then reduce the heat to simmer. Add sweet potatoes, carrots, and eggplant to the pot. Season with ground cayenne pepper, salt, and pepper. Cover the pot and let it simmer until the meat is tender and the vegetables are cooked through. This usually takes about 30-40 minutes. Adjust seasoning and serve. Taste the stew and adjust the seasoning if needed. You can add more salt, pepper, or cayenne pepper according to your preference. Serve the mafé over rice or couscous, as it's commonly done in West Africa. Choukouya, grilled and seasoned liver, often served as a snack. Choukouya is a popular West African dish, particularly enjoyed in Guinea, and it involves grilled and seasoned liver. This savory and spiced liver dish is often served as a snack or appetizer. Here's a simple recipe to make choukouya. Ingredients: 1 pound of fresh liver, chicken or beef, cleaned and cut into bite-sized pieces. 1 large onion, finely chopped 3 cloves of garlic, minced 1 teaspoon ground, ginger, 1 teaspoon ground cayenne pepper. Adjust to your spice preference. 1 teaspoon ground paprika, 1 teaspoon ground cumin salt and black pepper. To taste, 2 tablespoons vegetable oil skewers, wooden or metal, soaked if using wooden ones. Instructions: prepare the marinade. In a bowl, combine chopped onions, minced garlic, ground ginger, ground cayenne pepper, ground paprika, ground cumin, salt, black pepper, and vegetable oil. Mix the ingredients well to form a consistent marinade. Prepare the liver. Clean the liver thoroughly and cut it into bite-sized pieces. Pat the liver dry with paper towels to remove excess moisture. Marinate the liver. Place the liver pieces in a large bowl. Pour the marinade over the liver, ensuring that each piece is well coated. Cover the bowl and let the liver marinate for at least 30 minutes to an hour. This allows the flavors to infuse into the liver. Skewering. Preheat your grill or barbecue. Thread the marinated liver onto the skewers, leaving a little space between each piece for even cooking. Grilling. Grill the liver skewers over medium-high heat turning them occasionally to ensure even cooking. Cook until the liver is browned on the outside and cooked through on the inside. The internal temperature should reach at least 160 degree F, 71 degrees C. Serve. Once the liver is cooked, carefully remove the skewers from the grill. Serve the choukouya hot, garnished with additional chopped onions and a squeeze of lemon juice if desired. Kossa Kossa, fried and spiced peanuts. Kossa Kossa, also known as spicy fried peanuts, is a popular snack in Guinea. It involves frying peanuts and seasoning them with a blend of spices for a flavorful and crunchy treat. Here's a simple recipe to make Kossa Kossa. Ingredients: 2 cups raw peanuts, shelled and skin on 1 tablespoon vegetable oil, 1 teaspoon ground cayenne pepper, adjust to your spice preference, 1 teaspoon paprika, 1 teaspoon ground cumin, 1 teaspoon salt, adjust to taste, 2 teaspoon black pepper, optional, a pinch of garlic powder for extra flavor. Instructions: preheat the oven. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 175 degrees Celsius. Dry roast the peanuts. Spread the raw peanuts in a single layer on a baking sheet. Roast the peanuts in the preheated oven for about 10-15 minutes, stirring them occasionally until they are lightly browned. Keep an eye on them to prevent burning. Fry the peanuts. In a large skillet or frying pan, heat the vegetable oil over medium heat. Add the roasted peanuts to the skillet and stir to coat them evenly with the oil. Fry the peanuts for 5-7 minutes, stirring frequently until they become golden brown. Seasoning. In a small bowl, mix together the ground cayenne pepper, paprika, ground cumin, salt, black pepper, and optional garlic powder. Sprinkle the spice mixture over the frying peanuts, stirring continuously to ensure the spices coat the peanuts evenly. Continue frying. Continue frying the peanuts for an additional 2-3 minutes, allowing the spices to infuse into the peanuts and develop a flavorful coating. Cool and serve. Remove the skillet from heat and let the Kossa Kossa cool to room temperature. Once cooled, the peanuts will become crunchy. Serve. Serve Kossa Kossa as a spicy and flavorful snack. It's perfect for munching on its own or as a party snack.